just me, in a way, today, sort of. We are not recording together this week for the NFL vid, but we sort of, we're not sitting down at the same time. Loudon has sent in videos. I haven't watched them yet. I'm going to react, just him making his pick, and then I will then make my pick afterwards. Hope you are all doing well. Yep, we got a new vid coming on the main channel. Spotify Wrapped, it's an exciting time. We did our top 100 songs. Went over those. It'll be a pretty long video, but it's our top 100 songs of the year. So if you want to check that out, that'll be on the Awfully Sus main channel. But for now, we have this week's week 14 in the NFL. It's getting crazy. It's getting hot. It's getting heavy. The Bengals are alive. You all know it. It's just the truth. I hope something happens there. As far as the score goes, Loudon went into last week up 3. I gained 2 points on him. Massive. So going into week 14, we only have 1 point gap. Week 14, 1 point gap. Keep commenting punishments. We're going to add them to a big wheel. We're going to have a wheel of punishments at the end of the year. The loser has to spin it, and whatever it lands on, that is what they will be doing. Some crazy shit on there right now. Buzz cut. Pay for some random ass dude's rent. Well, I don't know if that'll make the wheel. We'll see. It has to. It's been commented, but whatever. It's going to be tough. Last week, I don't know. Last week was a weird week. Saints-Dolphins was one of the hardest watches of all time. Red Zone, it just felt like Red Zone was spamming. Scott Hansen was like spamming that game. It was unbearable. I could barely put my eyes on that fucking game. It was so bad to watch. Packers beat the Lions. I kind of saw that coming. I wish I would have taken them. This week for the Thursday night game, Cowboys-Lions. I thought the Lions were slipping a little bit, banged up. Loudon took the Lions. I took the Cowboys. I was riding them, kind of rolling the dice, rolling the cowboy die. I don't know why. I kind of thought so. What I thought, though, was Gibbs is, I've been thinking this last couple weeks, just how good of a player Jahmyr Gibbs is, and then to see that he has, like, the most touchdowns as a 24-year-old, or he's going to break that Barry Sanders' record, like, it's insane. So he is, like, an all-timer. Like, we'll see, how his career plays out, but he is such a talented football player. He's phenomenal. He is the difference maker for that Lions team, truly. He's so good, he can make an entire team good. That's how good Jahmyr Gibbs is. For all the people that were hating on that pick when it happened, you're an idiot. Sorry. Too many haters in this world. Too many haters in the NFL world. A lot of ignorant, clickbaiting people, I think. I remember how people were just flaming that pick. It's a D grade. Why would they take a running back? People don't know ball. Gibbs is a fucking superstar, bro. Chiefs 6-6, lose to the Cowboys. Crazy. Happy Thanksgiving to every single person in the entire country. Joe Burrow and the Bengals looked really good. 32-14, the best I felt the Bengals defense had played all year. Bears, I thought, and Loudon thought the Eagles would handle this handily. But shocking win. Yeah, I did not see that coming. I don't think a lot of people saw that coming. Bears are now the number 1 team in the NFC if the playoffs started today. That's insane. I wanted to bring this up. I've seen some people. I'm in this camp. Their ceiling is, I honestly think, maybe the Super Bowl. Like, I don't know. Caleb Williams, Loudon knows this. I truly, really do believe in Caleb Williams. He's been probably my highest ranked QB prospect. Him and Burrow, I would say, are my highest ranked QB prospects that I've ever, that I would tout. Like I'd say Caleb and Burrow are my highest ranked QB prospects out of college that I've seen. That I would in my time watching football, those are probably the two guys that stand out to me the most as superstar quarterbacks, as far as in college and then how I felt like it would translate into the NFL. Caleb's been a little bumpier. Joe kind of, in his first actual season goes to Super Bowl. And it's been rocky sort of ever since. Another AFC Championship appearance, but, we'll see what the Bears get up to this year. I'm excited now. They're 9-3. Ben Johnson is clearly a very good coach. That was their first real impressive win. I think their ceiling could be going to the Super Bowl. Who knows if they can win it? We'll see. But I also think their floor is easily getting first rounded. So I don't know. It's just an interesting team. How strong the NFC is, it's starting to look pretty strong, I will say. And it's gonna be a battle to see who gets into the Super Bowl out of the NFC. It really is. Bills beat the Steelers pretty handily. The Steelers are slipping bad. The Tomlin talks are getting pretty serious, I honestly think. I think it might be time to move on. But that's it's not important. It's just lame. It's just lame. Let's just mid it out and get first rounded. It's just lame, uninspiring. So yeah, maybe it is time. Called the Texans beating the Colts. Colts just I think they're still a good team. I think they still have something going. Playoff win potential. I think maybe one potentially. We'll see. Not a huge believer in their wide receiver core. Really like Tyler Warren. Think he's a superstar potential. He's a really, really good player. Really liked him out of Penn State. Him and Kyle Pitts have been two of my favorite tight end prospects coming out of college. But yeah, I really like this Texans team. Shout out Archie. I also really like him. But the Texans, I really like. I think they're hot as hell right now. D'Amico Ryans is one hell of a coach. And yeah, I just like everything they're doing right now. And they are scary. Like, especially as far as the playoffs go, that is almost like one of the last teams. That's like five of the last teams I would want to see in the playoffs. I'm not even kidding. Especially in Texas. It would be tough, bro. Playing there in Houston, not easy at all. Jags thumped the Titans. The Panthers. Neither of us saw this coming. Neither of us took the Panthers. But it was brilliant. It was great to watch. If you've been watching, I don't know. There may be one person that has watched every single video that we've made as far as NFL predictions. But I've been riding the Panthers all year long. I don't know, basically just been saying this, they seem like a 7-6, middle of the pack, dangerous team, and that's what they are. No one is talking about them at all. The report began at the beginning of the year that their podcast, they had a fan podcast that it shut down, in week 2, because they're just so fed up. Get the mics back up, boys. I don't know. It might be time to get talking again. Every single week I see a Bleacher Report post just dogging Bryce Young. Don't understand it. I don't understand it. He's had a rocky career so far. First year, thrown into the absolute, pit. Just thrown into the fire in Carolina. Nothing there for him to work with. They have the first pick for a reason. I don't really understand how people don't understand that in NFL media. First pick, phenomenal at Alabama. I think he's shown brilliance in the NFL, seriously, and in college, absolutely. I think he's a really good player, and he has a lot of room to grow. I would rather have Bryce Young than probably maybe 15 other starters in the NFL. I would rather have Bryce Young than Trevor Lawrence, Kyler Murray. The list, I think, goes on. I would rather have Bryce Young than a lot of guys in the NFL. And I think that they can win the division. They just had a huge... The Rams are maybe the best team in the league, and they just beat them. Got a little lucky, but they won. They played well. I don't know. After that week, it's just the post on Bleacher Report is just dogging Bryce Young, saying he's the worst quarterback in the league, the least, the most F grades, all this. And sure, he hasn't had the most outstanding season, but they're 7-6. He had a game where he threw for fucking 450, almost 500 yards. I think he's been impressive. I think Legette's been impressive. I was worried that Legette, I love his personality. I think he's hilarious. I was worried that he wasn't really going to be that great. But he's shown that I think he's shown a lot more promise this year. And and that is really promising. I think Ted McMillan is a really good player. J.C. Horn's a really, really phenomenal player. If he can stay healthy and they make the playoffs and he's healthy in the playoffs, and Derek Brown, I don't see why they maybe can't get a win in the NFC. Seriously. But yeah, good on the Panthers. Keep doing your thing, Bryce Young. I think this team, from when he was a rookie, that team with absolutely nothing. Second year, sort of the same story. Now we got Ted. Now Xavier's another year in. Jimmy Horn Jr., I think is his name. He was phenomenal at Colorado. I think he's a really good player, and I think it's going to translate to the NFL. He's like the perfect slot guy. He's been impressive for the Panthers this year. He's had some good plays, some good moments. I think Trevor Etienne is also a player that could do something. He was good at Florida, and was he at Georgia as well? I can't remember, but he was good in college, and they have him. They have Dowdle. Like, this team could do something in the future, and I'll continue to give him praise. Like, no one else will, so I will. Bucks squeak one by the Cardinals. The Cardinals' point differential, I'm not going to look right now, but wow. They've had a lot of close games, but still 3-9. I'm interested to see what they do with Gannon. Does he stay? Does he go? I'm not sure. Then Vikings, Seahawks of last week, 26-0. Vikings can't score. Brosmer, bad luck, bro. First ever NFL game. I get it, it's tough. But it's been tough to watch the Vikings this year. So yeah, they keep it up. The Seahawks, he beat the Vikings, but still looking good. Still a great team. So we'll see what happens with them. Chargers beat down on the Raiders. Herbert gets beat up a little bit. Max Crosby pushes him down. Raiders just, be humble. You're 2-10. You were 2-10, and your coaching is abysmal. The entire organization really just, I don't know, sort of. It's just it's time to get serious. It just is. You have a big fan base. You moved to Vegas. It's time to get serious. Because right now it's uninspiring. It's borderline pathetic, if I'm going to be honest. I love Pete Carroll. I think he's a great coach. He's got a legacy that not many people have in sports. And, I hope he hangs it up, because this is just... It's just a bad, it's just, the Raiders are in a way cursed, and they just need a full detox, a full reset. They need to go to Whole Foods and just pick up all those wellness shots and just give them to Brock Bowers and Genty and say, everybody, hit the fucking road. If you're not named Ashton Genty or Brock Bowers, good fucking bye. Because I don't know, I don't know the Raiders that well, but who else on that roster is worth a shit? Seriously. Max Meyer? Is that his name? Backup tight end? He's pretty good. Who else? Seriously. It's like two players. They're fucking trash. They need a detox. They need to go to a spa. They need to put on the cucumbers on their eyes, a mask. It's just bad. Broncos barely squeak one by the Commanders. Barely. Once again, great game for the Commanders. Fun game. Fun Sunday night. Overtime, little madness thriller or whatever. Fun game. Mariota looked good. Commanders have a lot of heart. Feel bad for them this year. It's just been an unfortunate year. They still have a really good team. I really like just kind of the overall vibe they got. I think next year, it just depends on the health of Jaden Daniels so much and just the health of the team. They were just banged up the whole year. They went to the NFC Championship last year, man, in Jaden Daniels' rookie season. So it's not over there. Glad they showed heart against the Broncos. Broncos were exhausted. I think what I was thinking after this game is future implications, watching that game and just, how it applies to the future. And I think it kind of does in a lot of ways. Hufanga makes a mistake to keep the Commanders in the game. If you're going to play this style, Broncos, it's just going to have to be mistake-free. And can they stay mistake-free in the playoffs when it's coming down to it? I think that's what it's going to come down to. And, like, I just don't know. I don't know if you can win 16-3 in the AFC Championship against the Chiefs or the Bengals or the Bills. I think they're really going for the 1 seed, the 2 seed to kind of lock down those Denver playoff games, because then that style is suited for that. You can get away with it. They could maybe get away with it and get into the Super Bowl. The Patriots, I don't know if Vrabel's going to let you play like that on them. I don't know if these great teams in the AFC are going to let that happen. The Commanders showed the weaknesses of it, I feel like, in certain ways this week. And, yeah, we'll see. We'll see if mistakes kill them. I think they really could. If you're going to play that slow Haram ball style, can we just squeak it by you? I don't know if that's winning football. I don't know if that gets you a ring. It might. It's a great team. I think Surtain and Bonito are superstars, especially Surtain. He's literally one of the top 10 players in the league, I would say, overall. Top 15, top 20. I would probably say top 10. He's that good of a corner. He makes such a difference. He's such a good player. So I don't know. I think that's how the Broncos are so good. That's what benefits them so much, is how good their players are overall and all around. Surtain, Bonito, Hufanga even, McMillan. I've been a McMillan fan for a long time. Their entire secondary is great. Their D-line is great. They have really good players. So I don't know. We'll see. But I don't know if they can play like that. Patriots continue to look really good. Dart continues to show it. I think he's got it for sure. I almost wonder, if we look back at this last year's draft, where does he go now if a redraft happened? Does he go 1? Has he shown that he is better than Cam Ward? I'm not sure. I honestly would think the Titans would reconsider. I myself was not a Dart guy. I didn't even think he was the first round pick. I don't know. I thought of him as too much of Matt Corral, and I really liked Matt Corral, so I just kind of wrote him off. Didn't think he would be that great. He's got it. He's got the intangibles. He's got the physicality. He's big. I think he's a great football player, great quarterback, and I think he is the future of the Giants. He has a really bright future ahead of him. So yeah, I don't know. The Titans situation is similar to Bryce Young's in Carolina in his first year. Potentially, maybe even worse. It probably is worse. I don't know. It's very similar. It is very similar. I mean, Titans have Jeffrey Simmons. They have, I don't know, it might be even better with Ridley, but they're just not. They don't care. They don't try. They know they're not going to win. I mean, even at the beginning of the year, they had that press conference like, "You guys pushing for a Super Bowl?" And the GM and their coach were like, "I don't think so." And that stuff's important. You can't do that. You just can't do that in the beginning of the season. It reminds me of parenting. If you lead as a parent, you're leading by example and you're instilling things into your children, and if you're telling them and setting the standard, then your kids are going to live up and live to that standard, expect that standard. That's how they're going to live their life. It does have a mental impact. If you, the GM and the coach, are like, "Hey, yeah, we're going to be pretty fucking ass," it's true. They know that already. But if you instill it into them as a team, as an individual, then they're going to play like shit. So I don't know. It's just a bad idea. I never think that's a good idea to just say, "Hey, yeah, we're going to be dog shit," because you just never know. But yeah, either way, that's Week 13 recap. Yeah, it's a good week. Good to see the Bengals play as well as they did. Chargers get a win. Dolphins get a win. They're still alive. Whatever. On to the next week. So yes, Loudon and I are not together. I'm just going to play the videos of his picks. And then I'm gonna put them right here. You're gonna see a lot of his knee. He starts with the knee, goes to the face. It's electric, man. He's a great looking dude, bro. It's just gonna be nice to see his face, see his knee. Look, these jeans look swaggy in the whip. I'm gonna watch his picks. We're gonna watch his picks. I'm gonna react to him. I'm gonna make my pick. And yeah, that's us being awfully sus. This is our Week 14 video, so here we go, y'all.
All right. What's up, Awfully Sus Sports? Bit of a weird one today. I was, duty calls. Got to go to work on the weekend. Hey, that's just what happens sometimes. So Ethan is going to tally up our scores from last week. He's going to tell you them now. Good to still be in the lead. Hopefully, we'll see. Our pre-predicted game, Ethan went with the Cowboys. I went with the Lions. Just an unfortunate way to get that win. Prayers up for CeeDee Lamb.
What's up, Loudon? Yep. He goes Lions. Good to see him win. It really was. That they needed that win bad. And I am rooting for those guys. Love Gibbs. Love Dan Campbell. Love the Goff bomb even, brother. He's a good solid dude. Loudon and I both like the Lions. The score is now going into this week, post Thursday Night Football. He is up 2 on the total score. So yeah, Cowboys 6-1. Can they push for the playoffs? Get in the playoffs still? We'll see. But yeah.
Big week coming up, and the biggest game of all time: Titans versus Browns. Give me Shedeur Sanders. This is another great one for him and the Browns to, for Shedeur to start getting his feet in as the legacy quarterback in Cleveland. So that's what I want to see out of that game. I'm taking the Browns.
Legacy quarterback in Cleveland. Shedeur is for you. I'm also going Browns. Just a battle. It's not even a mid-off. It's just a stink party. Titans, Browns. One man doesn't stink on a lot more dudes on the Browns don't stink. Myles Garrett, Schlesinger, probably defensive rookie of the year, playing great. There are some players on the Browns that are playing really well. So yeah, and I think Shedeur plays well in this game again. And I'm taking the Browns as well. So.
All right, Seahawks, Falcons. Give me the Hawks. Give me Jackson Smith and Jigba. A billion yards. The Falcons just have no chance in this one.
If the Falcons had Michael Penix, I would say this is a trap game, and I think the Falcons would win this. I think the Seahawks. We'll see in the future if they take an L. But Kirk Cousins is horrendous. Shout out Kirk, though. He is a legend. Very funny man, but just don't see this Falcons crew ragtagging away to beat the Seahawks. So I'm going Seahawks as well.
Commanders, Vikings. What a stinky battle. Give me the Commanders, even though they're terrible. I just never want to root for 9 again in my life. So, yeah, that's not happening. And then after that, Bengals, Bills. Wow, what a matchup. And Ethan, you know me. I can't go against the Bengals. Give me Joe Burrow. A billion yards. Getting the Bills in a tough little predicament. Maybe slipping out of the wild card playoff spot. We'll see. But, I like the momentum that the Bengals got after that win, so I think it continues with a Bengals W.
Little two-parter here. Yes, stink off. Commanders-Vikings, one of the games I am least looking forward to. There is really not much to take from this game. Really nothing at all. JJ's back. Loudon is right. Rooting for 9 is not, I'm going to take the Commanders as well. Yeah, I think the Vikings might win this, but I think it's going to come down to JJ's play. Can they score more than 9 points? I don't know. You have Jay Jettis, man. Get him the ball. I saw Jordan Addison in my fantasy league, where receivers are very important. It's the playoffs almost in fantasy. Jordan Addison is on the waivers, and I'm like, I'm not picking him up. Why would I? Jordan Addison's on the waivers, bro. Jordan Addison's a great receiver, but it's sad. It's sad to see, honestly. This Vikings team is good. This Vikings team is well coached. They just have a horrendous quarterback that they shouldn't have drafted, that they shouldn't have taken a chance on. They should have just kept Darnold and used that 11th pick for something else. I don't know, man. They just I like what they were doing. I think it's the smart thing to do to take a young quarterback, but I don't know. I think should have signed Darnold for a year or two more. JJ is clearly not ready. If he's going to succeed in the NFL, he needs 3 to 4 years, probably sitting behind somebody. Which I'm a firm believer in. That's why the Packers have only had 3 quarterbacks, bro. 4 quarterbacks. Because they believe in it. They know what they're doing. Jordan Love looked great at times. He waited. Rodgers waited. Favre waited. It works. It always will, I think. I think it's what you should do. I don't know if it'll ever work for J.J. McCarthy. He's that bad. Mariota's looked good against the Broncos. I think this team will get off that high, and taking a loss, unfortunately, they will propel them to then win this game. Shout out to Loudon, one of the biggest Bengals fans in the world. Taking him once again, as he has every single week this year. I have only not taken them once this year, and I am 100% taking them this week against the Bills in Buffalo. Beat them in Buffalo in the playoffs. As a Bengals fan, as a believer, I just have seen this game and everything going up into this game. I really, really don't see us losing this. I really don't. I don't know. Everything about it, this whole week I've been confident. Every time I've talked about it, I've just been like, I 100% guarantee we win this game. I just kind of feel it. I know it. I just know this. These boys are inspired. They're excited. They have to win this game. They have to win it out. It's exciting because every single week, everything's on the line. They have to at least get 8 wins. I really think it's going to have to be they win out if they want to make the playoffs, in all likelihood. So that starts this week. It starts in Buffalo. I don't see them losing this. If they lost, I'd be devastated. I really, I think it'd be outside of their character, outside of Joe's character, outside of Jamar's character. I just think they go in there and win this. So, yeah, I'm going Bengals as well.
Saints, Bucks, never been an easier pick for me. Give me Bucky, Freaky, Irving back in the fold to take down the Saints fairly easily.
Bucks are getting some lucky matchups recently, but they deserve it given their injury history all this season. Very unlucky this year. That being said, I'm taking the Saints. Just kidding. I'm taking the Bucks. The Saints are bad. Bad. Tyler Shuck's been better than I thought he would be, but he's still pretty trash. Baker, ball the fuck out. Let's get back on track, boys. Come on.
All right, Steelers, Ravens. This one's going to get crazy. Pretty much for the Bengals, we want both of these teams to lose, but I'm going to have to take the Ravens. They need it, and they probably want it more than the Steelers. Lamar definitely wants it more than Rodgers, so give me Lamar and the Ravens to win this one. After that, Jets versus Dolphins. Kind of a stink battle, but the Dolphins are looking pretty good right now, so give me the Dolphins to keep rolling. Broncos, Raiders. Give me the Broncos. The Raiders are too stinky to ever win anything ever again this season. And, the Broncos are going to be like 1,000,002 going into the playoffs. Probably going to win the AFC West. Annoying, but they have the worst schedule of all time. So it's like, whatever. Yeah, Broncos, cool. Stupid.
Broncos, Raiders. I really just see this game. It's going to probably be close, I would say. If the Broncos keep up what they have been doing. Likely to be just a squeaker against the fucking Raiders. But yeah, I think they squeak it out again. I think that I could see them kind of, beating up on them a little bit. But I don't know. I think it'll be probably pretty close. Does Bo Nix slip up a few times this game? We'll see. This Raiders defense is bad. And Crosby has to win this game for them. Crosby and Bowers have to win this game for them if they want to win. But the thing is, their coaching staff, for some reason, half the time I feel like they don't realize they have Brock Bowers on their team. Like, I don't know. I forgot to bring up Max. I realized I forgot to bring up Max Crosby early in the video, and I said the Raiders have nobody outside of Genty and Bowers. I have said Crosby's one of the best players in the league on this podcast before, so whatever. Raiders fans, I'm sorry. Yeah, you have one other fucking guy. Congratulations. And he's a phenomenal player, so good for you. But yeah, you don't have anybody. If you want to win this game, your 3 guys have to show up and show out. But the Raiders don't allow them to do that. So Max has the best chance. If he creates absolute havoc, maybe. But yeah, and maybe it'll be close, but I'm going Broncos, sadly.
Rams, Cardinals. This one could get a little bit freaky, but I think the Rams are too good to fail right now, especially against a team like the Cardinals. So, yeah, just give me the Rams on an easy win here.
I also agree that this could get a little freaky. Cardinals v. Rams. I almost sort of want to take the Cardinals, but I don't think they actually get it done. Going to be a close one. Point differential of 28 points on the entire year. Yet they're going to be 3-10 this week. So come on, Stafford. I want to see you get that MVP, man. Drake May. It's tight. But, I don't know. I want Stafford to win it. I want to see the Rams continue to succeed. They deserve it. They're a phenomenal team. So I'm going Rams.
Colts, Jags, very interesting one. Are the Colts frauds? Possibly. I'm going to have to take the Jags. Sadly, I don't want to, but I think they're just going to be that annoying wild card team that is going to be in the way of, the Chargers being able to get in. That's just my Jaguars hate, but I also have respect for them. They're looking good. I have to go with the Jags here.
Battle to the end for the AFC South. I love to see it. Yeah, I'm going Colts here. I think that they bounced back from a week where they played a tough, really good team in the Texans. I do not think the Jags are better than either the Colts or the Texans. I think the Colts, they should end this season strong. They really should. Started well, bit of a slide, but I think they're playing a Jags team that really is not that great. We'll see defensively. I just think the Jags defense is the wild card. If Josh Hines-Allen can make it happen and the Jags team can perform really well, then this team is pretty damn good. But they still have Trevor Lawrence. They still are limited as far as their receiving core, I think. So I don't know. I'm going to go Colts. I'm going to take the Colts. I think they get this done. I think they get this done in Jacksonville. So
Bears, Packers, what a story for the Bears. I don't know how they're doing as good as they are, but they are. And I think that continues. I mean, they're just hot right now, and it's just hard to beat a team that's hot like that. So just give me the Bears to keep rolling. Sorry, Packers. Sorry, the Haram Ball Packers. The Bears are in town. They're coming. Caleb Williams. MVP? No. But still, making them win at least. Not like playing amazing, but he's making them win, so give me the Bears.
I'm back 2 minutes before 11 a.m. kickoff. You'll be getting this video Sunday night. I'm sorry, but there are reasons to celebrate this weekend personally, and I attended to that. So here I am Sunday morning. Alpha says we're getting the video out, and we're excited too. This is going to be fun, I think. Thank you so much for watching it. If you are, and if you've watched at all, thank you so much. And support. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Loudness going. Bears, I'm surprised by this. I haven't picked the Packers enough this year. I felt they've been susceptible to defeat. We got the Panthers one wrong. Right, sorry. Both of us got that right. And they have been at certain points. They lost the Browns and the Panthers. But I don't think they're losing this week. I should have taken them last week. If the Bears win, the division is sort of like, it's plenty of time, but the Bears have a good chance. They are looking good if they win this game. So that being said, I just think the Packers don't let that happen and get this done. It's in Green Bay as well. So if the Bears get this win, that would be very impressive, seriously. And they would be for real, but I don't think they're going. I'm going Packers.
Texans versus Chiefs Sunday Night Football. This is going to be a crazy battle, and it's going to be one that I love to see because the Texans' defensive line is about to make Patrick Mahomes shit his little boy pants, and the Texans are going to get a crazy, huge W. For everybody in the league, like we said, everybody needs to tag team on the Chiefs. This is where it happens. Go Texans. After that game, Monday Night Football, Chargers, Eagles. Wow, what a battle too. 8-4 teams going head-to-head. Justin Herbert versus Jalen Hurts. Justin Herbert has the lead on him 1-0 in their career so far, and I think that continues here. Do I? I wish I did. I don't. I have to go against the Chargers, actually, for like the first time this year. I have to take the Eagles. I just think the Chargers' line is too terrible to beat the Eagles. So, rooting for the Chargers, but I think the Eagles are going to take this one. Those are my predictions for the week. I'm sure Ethan's going to say it too, but make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Comment our punishment. We want to see it. We love to see it. We love to see the engagement. Thank you, Awfully Sus Sports, and we'll have a more realized episode next week. Peace.
We're talking prime time. We're getting down to it. Last two games, Texans, Chiefs, thrilled for this game. Real dogfight, 7-5, 6-6 in Kansas City. Loudon goes Texans. I'm also totally going Texans. Will Anderson is not talked about enough. Unreal player. Unreal defense. D'Amico Ryans, if they turn this thing around, get 10-plus wins, he's coach of the year. I don't care about Rabel. I'm sorry. It's more impressive. Yeah, I'm going Texans. I think the defense shuts down the Chiefs in many different ways. I could see the Chiefs doing it since it is an Arrowhead. But I'm going to go Texans. I think they keep riding. We'll see how CJ plays. But I think their defense is going to be insane once again, and they get it done. And the Chiefs are that 6-7, man. Whew, that'd be crazy. Moving on to the final game of Week 14. Wow, okay. Monday Night Football. Chargers, Eagles. Loudon doesn't take the Chargers. I was planning on taking the Chargers sort of in response to him very likely taking them, but I guess he's not. So I'm still going to take him. I don't know what it is. I'm sort of feeling the vibes in LA this week. I don't know what it is, but I think something's weird in Philly. It makes things a little more interesting. They have such a big gap on everyone else in their division, so I think it makes things more interesting. And the Cowboys get some hope. We'll see if they make the playoffs. I still think the Eagles are going to win the division, but I think they have another week of kind of lackadaisical football, and they lose. I think Herbert has a phenomenal game. It's time. It's time the Chargers get a real win. They've been tested the last couple weeks. Somebody get back on the horse, get a huge win, and get some momentum going. I think the Chargers take this in LA. So that's the video. Thank you very much for watching. Unfortunately not to be together, but that's life. That's just how it goes. Good things are happening. Good things are happening awfully sus. Great things. Really love to do this and appreciate all the support, guys. Comment punishments, like, subscribe. Yeah, anything. We really appreciate it. So thank you very much. Later.